What's going on, guys? Love Smash, back with a really quick video for you guys. Really quick update, something that happened a little while ago, but Sakurai in a recent interview has stated that Smash Bros. Unfortunately will not be getting paid DLC. Sakurai said his reasoning behind it was because he didn't want players to feel like Nintendo cut content from the main game so they could make a quick buck later on. And here's what Sakurai had to say. Quote, "I understand that DLC could add a lot to the appeal of Smash Bros. And I appreciate that a major part of the excitement for these games come from which characters will appear in the roster. So I think fans could really enjoy DLC that can keep the excitement going. However, I think there might be criticism that we are going to cut up content to sell characters one by one, or that we are adding things later that should have been in there from the start." He also goes on to say that the game's current roster of 51 characters already represents an incredible package. Plus, adding more characters to the mix would come with huge costs to what has already been a straining development process. Creating DLC would involve large additional costs and require the involvement of a lot of people. And he also said, "I can't yet give you an answer about whether the price would justify the costs and criticisms mentioned above." Sakurai also mentioned in the interview that Smash Bros. Characters based on Nintendo executives Reggie Fils-Aime and Satoru Iwata, as well as industry legend Shigeru Miyamoto, would not be popular with the general audience, by saying, quote, "I don't think the inclusion of these characters would be very interesting to a wide audience." Sakurai explained, "For the amount of effort involved, I would actually prefer to add another roster character. As it takes a lot of work to add a character to the game, it's not a decision that can be taken lightly." And I agree with Sakurai on that part, because you could easily just make Reggie, Iwata, and Miyamoto just Miis and plays them like that way if you wanted to. But here's what I wanted to share with IGN. Sakurai did an interview by saying, quote, "As for why Mewtwo isn't paid content from the start, releasing that character is an experiment meant to act as a foothold in content distribution. Thus, it's simply meant to be a part of the service we're providing to gamers." He also went on to say that creating a single fighter involves a huge investment, and we've been giving it our all and investing a lot of work in the characters currently available in the game, and I think it's an incredible package in the terms of the sheer amount of content in the game. But it might be that people may not understand and may think that I'm not offering enough just by looking at DLC itself. And in the last quote, Sakurai yet again says, quote, "What I can say now about paid DLC is that we aren't working on anything at the moment. We've put all our efforts into making the actual game. Creating DLC would involve large additional costs and require the involvement of a lot of people." So there you have it, guys. Sound off in the comments what you think about all this. I'm sure a bunch of you guys are disappointed, whether you guys wanted a veteran to return or another newcomer to join. But I said this many times, we have a great roster here. It's by far the best roster we've ever had. I cannot wait to play in 2 days. I'm so hyped for that. I hope you guys are hyped as well. So sound off, let me know what you guys think regarding this whole thing, what Sakurai had to say. So I want to talk about Mewtwo for a second. Like, a lot of people were wondering like how you get him and everything, and I said in my previous video, you got to register both versions during a promotional time period and you'll get Mewtwo for free. So now this brings up a question, like Sakurai going into everything about Mewtwo as like an experiment. He's saying you got to buy both versions of the game. So I wonder now if that is going to be the only way to get Mewtwo, because it still said that promotional period, you register both games, you'll get him for free. So I said in my previous video, what happens if you don't register both versions in that promotional period? Are you still going to get Mewtwo for free? And I was like, maybe you could pay like $5 and get Mewtwo, but Sakurai has said he doesn't want to charge people for content that should have been there. So I wonder if Mewtwo is only going to be available when you get both versions and that's it. And of course, a lot of people are commenting saying, I don't want to pay another $40 to $60 to get Mewtwo, and I don't blame them. I'm personally not getting the 3DS version. I'm only getting Wii U, so it would kind of suck if the only way to get Mewtwo was to spend $40 to $60 for the other version. So I'm hoping down the line Nintendo says, like, maybe listen and reconsider and maybe charge like $5 for Mewtwo, and you can get them that way. For those of us that don't have both versions, maybe Mewtwo will be released for free, even though that's a long shot. Maybe a couple months down the line, Nintendo will be like appreciative and say, you'll get Mewtwo for free in this small time. Maybe it'll come down to the amiibos. If Mewtwo does get an amiibo, which I'm sure he will, they'll make a Mewtwo amiibo. You scan him, that'll unlock him, or maybe it'll come with a download code. You can input the download code and unlock him that way. Who knows? I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. I must say, I think it's very noble what Sakurai did. Let me know what you guys think about this. And Smash Bros. For Wii U drops in 2 days. Hope everyone's hyped, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video.